Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We're... Oh, no, there, it's updated. Okay, cool. It does say we're live. Hello. We will be starting here shortly. What you're seeing here currently is the original menu for when you started from the CD, and as you can see, there's other demos on here too. There's a Day of the Tentacle demo, which Day of the Tentacle, I think, is what is up. No, yep, is our next title. And then Sam and Max, and changing configuration. So we're gonna go ahead and hop right into it, unless somebody wants to see the. Oh, good, that didn't at least stop something. Let's click on the DOSBox window. All right. So, moving some things around here that happen to be in the way. Point and click. All right. Pardon me. Filthy smoker. All right. So, all handled by keyboard, if you're not familiar with typical DOS operations. As you can see, we're using the Roland MT32 emulation through the Munt emulator, as well as a Sound Blaster emulation for the voice, and mouse and keyboard. Sound Blaster, what a huge name that used to be. Let's hit escape here. Oh, because we have everything set up as we would like it to be. So let's jump right in. We are, of course, going to be loading into our previous save game here. But hey, let's listen to a little bit of this fine music here for a second. When we leave. Yep. Oh, yes, yes. Painting. So we're exciting changes in our shop, previously known as Mistress Unicorn, now rebranded to Mistress Ink in Beauty. Yes, we are. Well, I am considering
how you gonna find that statue
becoming more active
junk?
in the shop itself. My wife is a tattoo artist, and we run our own shop, and that's why I have a bunch of tattoos, because I can just like go over there and get them. But anyways, this is the super fun intro, and something that myself and ATM Machine had talked about previously. It's really interesting that this whole intro part is full screen as opposed to the rest of the game. But we already have a game that we have been playing, so let's get to that. Hello, ATM Machine, how you doing? Oh, submarine. Thank you for joining again. I wasn't sure if today's stream was going to happen or not, hence the really short notice compared to what I usually do when announcing streams and stuff. I just happened to... I'm like, nah, let's do it. It was a weird morning. But we are going to Let's see. The cannon. Bitches love cannons. That is a quote from Helsing Ultimate Abridged. If you haven't seen that, it's excellent.
Halt!
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit. Us again. Yay.
I'm the captain here, and I don't tolerate stowaways.
So? No, I'm not gonna run.
Are you a sub-captain or merely subhuman?
Defend yourself, Amerikanischer Schwein.
Looks like I'm captain
Just looked
now.
like I punched him in the dick
Whoa,
and he fell down.
we're getting underway.
We
Let's
just
hope we're
leave
headed
him
for
up there to
Atlantis.
die. And we get it, he's a Nazi, but we just callously left that man to die. Well, no, I guess he's like right at the bay, so he probably didn't die. Although he was unconscious and then thrown in the water, so that's not like a great thing. Okay. Well, we gotta get a whole bunch of stuff to make this work. Well,
Whoops.
yeah, let's... yes, we have to tell them.
I'm a dead man if I go down there while those Nazis are around.
Yeah, that's not a great plan. So, let's use the intercom. That was aggressive.
Your captain
but
commands
he's
all
laughing.
hands to the bow.
Wow, the captain's working on his American accent again. Did you notice how he gave us commands in English? Is that a little weird? So I'm going to be flying a little blind here because I can never remember the sequence on this area. And I'm not going to go
I'll bet it's hard as a rock.
a guide this time. Bet you I should pick it up, though.
I'll take a couple of slices.
Well, we should take the whole thing. They're useful weapons. Ask Zack McCracken. Wow.
It's labeled Ausgeschnitzel. That doesn't quite work.
Now we have a lever. We gotta collect our levers, buttons, knobs, and switches.
That doesn't quite work.
Okay. I will push the switch. That is impressive. Ready.
It's a bundle of tangled wires. And fry myself?
The execution of this feels very Space Quest 1-y.
Blah blah blah.
Oh,
blah,
clearly better. But
Needles.
Blah 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 blah.
Sophia?
Indy?
Jones can't save you now, madam.
Wait. I'm getting a message. A message from Nurab Sal,
Nurab what?
an old friend from Atlantis. His spirit is calling me.
Where are the stone discs?
Nurab Sal refuses to share his secrets until he is released.
totally.
Can you get rid of the guard?
Alas, Nurab Sal is weak and far away.
Tell Nurab Sal that I've got a plan.
Nurab Sal is listening.
Or why don't you sick Nurab Sal on the guard?
Nurab Sal is not amused by the jokes of fools.
Let's try another plan.
Nurab Sal is listening.
I mean, at least they gave her a bucket, right?
Well, what does Nurab Sal suggest?
Nurab Sal is confused.
Let's try another plan.
Nurab Sal is listening.
Just distract the guard for a while, okay?
Nurab Sal understands all. Wait. What? Oh, darn. I've lost contact.
Too bad.
Oh. That'd be nice. This opened.
Excuse me, Mr. Guard Person.
What is it now?
I was just wondering.
Yes?
Oh, it's probably nothing.
I order you to finish your sentence. Who are you? Talk fast, and I'd better like your tone of voice, or you're a dead
I
man.
screwed up. And I didn't say it first.
I'm the staff archaeologist. Got any buckets?
What do you want with a bucket?
I'll let Sophia show you.
There we go.
Indy!
Nice work. Do you know how to run this boat?
What?
Are you kidding, Jones? I'm a
No.
spiritualist,
No,
not
she
a
doesn't.
navigator.
She has no fucking clue. Why would... Okay.
Well, what do we do now?
Kerner claims there's an underwater entrance to Atlantis near here. Let's find it.
Any idea where Kerner put the stones?
We're out of luck. He's got them in his quarters.
Alright, we gotta get him. It's a very
We'll see about
ingenious way
that.
to do it, too. It's all like, well, I mean, unless the safe is literally attached to the outside hull, there's probably a way to get to it from the other side. Can punch the... Not, yeah, let's go pick up that puncher, though.
Who knows? It might come in handy.
Probably not.
Aren't you coming?
I'll just stay here and make sure Sleeping Beauty doesn't wake up.
Cool, just kick him in the head if he starts stirring. We gotta find that key for that lock, though. Yeah, let's not go there. And I don't think I have means of... Let's look at what I got. No. Come to look at... Totally. Very EGA. Not like Telltale, like... brown contrasting outlines. They often use brown or gray for exterior lines. Let's get them to the other end of the boat.
Now hear this. All hands to the stern torpedo bay.
Very strict. Very, very stern talking to. Alright. It's on G though, dude. It's like, okay, screw you, Sophia. We're just gonna shoot ourselves at Atlantis and be done with it. Wow, I am drawing a blank and I cannot see any benefit to have it done that. Let's open this. Nothing in closed. Oh yeah, but that can't open though if that's closed. I do remember that. Damn it.
Try to relax, Herr Doctor.
Relax? We are approaching a
Let's
civilization
get some
that plays with
conversation
the
on.
forces of
Try
nature
to
of
remember
every
what the
flavor's
hell I'm
toys.
Come now, don't exaggerate.
How else do you explain the wonders of orichalcum or the stone discs? What have you done with the stone?
Calm down. They're right behind you in the captain's strongbox.
Oh, where was I? X-ray goggles?
I hadn't thought of that.
It doesn't seem to open.
Not from this side, not without like fucking tools. See, I am messing up somehow. I'm going to figure that out. It's able to do anything other than
It's a padlocked wheel of some sort.
like clearly have missed an item, so still have bread, like cold cut for pickup, porcelain mug, cold cuts, just why not?
Don't mind if I do.
Use cold cuts with bread. I have a sandwich now. I don't think that I really need that. That was probably for a different pack. Ah, battery acid. Aha! Melting mug. Ew, porcelain.
Okay, the mug is full of acid.
It's like we sure did like that grog puzzle, but let's do it again. But we're gonna get rid of the melting mugs, and we're not gonna pretend that somebody's gonna drink this shit.
Vessel control?
Whoa, the acid's eating right through the metal. Here are the stone discs.
Sweet,
There's a small key in here, too.
and we need that. Dun, 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 dun.
Vegetable?
Gone.
What's the IQ point button again? So like I or Alt I. Dude. Just cool to see that. Get back to the inventory now.
Now it's unlocked.
Yay! Use.
That doesn't quite work.
Oh my god, it works just fine. You can use a lever, you can use a button, you can use a wheel. I'm clearly still missing turn. Let's play with be speed. I cannot yet. Let's drop speed. So, go back to that. I have missed a switch, clearly. And I suspect it may be on this end, so. Did I even get... I didn't even push this, so it didn't get added to my control.
Wonderful. It snapped right off.
Ah, that's okay. I got the plunger. I remember.
It fits.
Boom. Alright. Now we can go up and down and do whatever. No, don't go up that far, man. Turn around. Atlantis is this way. No. That's back again. Stop that. No. Bad. Lower a little bit. Let's pick up some speed. I'm taking long. Would love to see, though. That'd be cool. Ah, open. And I am not far enough forward. Okay. No. Oh my god. Hey, but there we go. Is that like a reset or something? Nope. Oh, that's way too far away. Oh, no, 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 no. I am cutting it close. I should really, like, go to the sub and make a save file of some sort. Sorry, I'm a little bit off my usual train here today, so, but we're gonna get into the groove here. Put that on Woo, and we will go back to the controls. Whoa, no, don't do that. Okay. Going further and further back is not. And let's raise ourselves up a little bit so we don't Oh my god, I got reversed in the night. And at first I seemed to be doing so good. And then I was just at the slightest wrong depth. Let's see, I think this is right now. Wish you could scroll your point of view a little bit forward. Nope, nope, nope. Up. Try backing in. Yeah, that's good. Good call. No, just let's see. Apparently I can fucking land the submarine. Oh, it did me the favor of auto-adjusting me the last bit. Thank you for the hint. It was, I think that is the first time I've ever reversed into Atlantis. But that worked. Thank you very much.
Amazing. We're hundreds of feet below sea level, yet there's enough air pressure to keep the water out. How's it possible?
Welcome to Atlantis, Indy.
Negative air pressure. Could just be, tunnels coming up from underneath that provide air coming in, which creates like a positive air pressure that keeps the stuff out. There's be a bit more than that to it, but just a good bubble. And if air can keep coming in, then it's not just gonna run out. Anyway. Come on, guys. Just our eyes to the complete lack of light.
It feels like a steep, rocky incline. It feels like a steep, rocky incline. It feels like a ladder.
It'd be really handy if you held on to the rest of that oil lamp from earlier, Indy. Don't know why you randomly got rid of that. I always found that
Get
frustrating.
your hands off me, Jones. Jones? Hey, you're not Jones.
Oh, nope, I am.
Help, Indy!
Red Scuffle.
Indy!
Oh,
Sophia?
door over there.
I can't reach it.
Of course, now that Sophia's gone, our eyes will start adjusting at a much faster rate. Because, of course. And we're not going to leave the ladder. Pick up Pick up the ladder, please. Bring it with us. It's one of the things I always find that I'm doing. I'm be muddling around and make it pretty far in Atlantis, and do a bunch of exploring, and then leave this damn ladder here and have to go back to it over and over again. Wow. Did my game just crash? Like hard? Oh, everything crashed hard. Um,
The ladder is in place.
are you okay? So if it wasn't made very clear, I had a massive system freeze there, and it says I am offline in OBS as well. Oh no, now it says I'm online again. Yeah, so I just had a big old system freeze. Wow, that sucked. Not sure why that happened. Uh, yeah, yeah. Sorry about that, guys. My computer just tried to completely crap out and die on me in the middle of this, which is awesome. As I see that we may have, yeah. Hi ATM. I'm glad you're back. Sorry about that. And yeah, my system completely froze. I went to put the ladder here, and I guess it was just too much. I mean, I do run all of this off of a laptop, but I mean, it's a decent laptop, so I don't know what's going on. Pick up. Like I can run decent modern games on this laptop, so. But open stone thing.
Hey, it opens!
No doubt.
It's a metal rod with an opening on one end.
Use.
It's a stone disc with solar images carved into it.
They didn't have to use a bunch of discs to open, or did they use it to open the door and take all their discs, then too, and then close them out? Like it, I don't know. Do they trust the discs to the couple of guards that happen to catch her?
It's a metal rod with an opening on one end. It feels like a stone disc. It's too dark to see what I'm doing.
Oh, come on. It's not even dark anymore.
The ladder is in place.
I realize this, but well, I don't want to go to the archway. I don't feel any need to go back to the submarine. Can't use that cannon, right?
I can't pick that up. I'll never open this door manually. It's too dark to see what I'm doing.
Ah, wait, I remember. News. Welcome.
Sophia, where are you?
Now, why did
Kerner
that
must
make
have
the
grabbed her
wall
somehow.
light up? This little metal rod happens to be, okay, so with darkness over the tall horns, but this one has to be, contrary, so darkness over the tall horns with, the noons. Noon sun. No. Hmm. And the waiting sun. This isn't right. I'm gonna look at the damn book.
That didn't seem to do anything.
Yeah, I know, Indy. You're the one who can't read a book and turn discs at the same time. That is actually one of the moments I remember most clearly about Conquest of Camelot, is his vision of the Grail in the chapel and summoning both the pagan and Christian gods. Like, it was also going around trying to, like, I didn't know how much of the gold we were supposed to take from stuff, and I spent a lot of time fiddling around when I was little, and then came back to it eventually one day. But it's been a long time. I should replay Conquest of Camelot here soon, and I never played Conquest of the Longbow, so. So when darkness conceal the tall horns, moonstone needed noon, sun riding above the full moon. Okay, and then dying sun planet, eastern sea. But contrary minds. So but yeah, that needs to be. Oh, damn it. Oh no. Let's see.
That didn't seem to do anything.
But maybe there's one later, because that's darkness concealing the tall horns, but it's contrary. With the full moon riding over. Oh wait, no, I think I have that backwards. Full moon sun. Yeah, no, and that would make this. Actually, let me see. Yeah, this one, if it is the contrary one. Hey, Scorpio, how you doing?
The mouth of the statue opened.
Yeah. Here's Orichalcum and Sentry Statue. So, not only... so the implication here is that not only did they trust the random Nazi guards that they had with stone discs to be able to open this door, but also Orichalcum to power the silly statue that opens the door for you. Which they were able to do without being able to see anything because it was pitch black. And we couldn't, and we're like used to working in caves and shit. It's a bit of a stretch. I can definitely understand the weird day part. I had an odd start. I wasn't sure if I was going to stream this afternoon, hence the reason why when I put out my announcement, I usually try to say, oh yeah, we're doing this later on today. And I was like, nope, 20 minutes. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Indy is probably as good at being like he gets himself in the situation. He's as good as being an archaeologist as Han Solo is at being a smuggler. You know, he dresses the part. He tries. He brings the wrong equipment though a lot of the time, and like it's a bullwhip. I mean, that's very indie, right? But that's not like archaeological tools. Right? At least in the movie, he usually has a lighter. Who? Oh, between Han Solo and Indiana Jones? I don't know. Oh, Rick O'Connell. Okay. That's hard to say. Because Indy's good in a fight, and he can throw a punch. But Rick O'Connell's a bit of a mountain of a man, isn't he? It's hard to say. Like, I want to say Indy because that's where my loyalty is, but Brendan Fraser's a big dude, especially when he's playing Rick. He's so yeah. That's a hard question. Look at robot birds.
You'd think the Atlanteans wouldn't be such slobs. Why bother?
And they all
There's
have
nothing but junk
crabs
here.
too. Gross.
Why bother? There's nothing but junk here.
Yeah, but I always find that when I don't try to grab... yeah, see? Pick up bronze gear. That would have been a thing. I would have been coming back to get it. I don't know, ATM machine. What do you think, Rick O'Connell or Indy? Who? Oh. Oh, archaeology. Like he has a better. Yeah, the two teaming up would be awesome. Sweet. Nachi's like, hey, wait, what's back here? And I'm like, wherever it is, it's making it so I can get to this room unencumbered. Oh, I really should have went in the grate in the other room too. Jeez. Yeah, oh yeah, totally. They seem to have very similar instincts. Although I'm not gonna say that Rick is necessarily the it belongs in a museum type. Is it more like it belongs in a museum after you pay me for it type? I don't just throw, or I think I'm out of orichalcum, aren't I? No, I got one bead. I could throw it in there if I can take him out now, but there's so much more to do. Yeah, totally.
It seems to be an air vent.
Yeah, I'm trying to go back to it. Get out of here, man.
I better not. The guard might hear me. It seems to be an air vent.
Can I just use the vent then?
I don't think that'll work.
Well, I don't. Tunnel. That was an obscure pixel to find. I was just not point and clicking right. Guaranteed. No. Nazis is... Well, I'll save first. Well, we'll go in the room so I don't randomly get stuck before I save. But Let's use its jumps. We'll go to Y. Y. Okay. That's not even a room. Go this one. Oh, they were excellent. Just had to. I can't remember what was going on. It was just we have a lot of them, and they can get a little carried away when in large groups, and because we have 6 of them together a lot of the time, it always counts as a large group, and so they can get each other all riled up too. Okay, so the gear we have is not the right one because we need the little bronze spoked wheel. We try to not encourage that to a certain extent, although I would say that Damien, the one who, as said, has also played all the 2D Monkey Island games, he's very intelligent. He does manage to get them to do what he wants most of the time. Now, that is, you know, not necessarily always the best ways. They're all awesome in their own way. My other son, Braxton, he's autistic, but he's obsessed with Minecraft. He plays Minecraft constantly. He'll build, and also Toad from Mario Bros. He'll build gigantic Toad statues in no time. And like you'll invite him to your world, and all of a sudden there'll be just gigantic Toad statues all over, and they're very, very well made. Uh, I was not aware. Um, uh, I've been meeting more and more people, and these days it does seem that they're finding out that many things that may have been misdiagnosed before are now properly identifiable as autism. Um, yeah. Sometimes it seems like he plays in like one of the. We get reports of all of his screen time because he plays Minecraft on his Switch, and uh, apparently he played for like 6 hours and 40 minutes one of the days of last month. His average play time is 3 hours a day. You know, but he builds some amazing things. He builds like pirate ships, and they're very, very detailed. And every time you say, like, his world will have a bunch of just planes that he's built in midair, sort of thing. Use ladder. First reason why we have to remember to bring this ladder with us everywhere we go in Atlantis. Because we need this to get the lava, to make the orichalcum. Let's not walk to the hole though, okay? We need to pick up the ladder again. We will need it. Absolutely. I either forget it there or at the beginning. Let's go back. I'm not afraid of this Nazi. Like, these guys are mostly pushovers, and fighting in this game is so easy.
You must be Indiana Jones. Looks like your adventure is over.
Not really, no.
Don't be too sure. Let's see how big a goon you really are.
Enough talk.
Looks like he's got some rations.
Ooh. We're going to use that to trap some crabs with. Because if you're going to Atlantis, you got to get crabs. Jesus. Absolutely. And we try to switch up the games he plays from time to time, too. But it's hard to... Totally. When I did my Indy 3 playthrough, I did do the scene where you punch Hitler. I mean, it was a cool scene and all, but effectively did nothing other than get Indy and his father killed. So it's worth mentioning that part. That it was a fun heat of the moment choice, but it did not help us win. That was not game over in the beginning. Oh, it's like, ooh, you punched Hitler. The Nazis have been defeated. You know.
I can't pick that up.
Ladders, buckets, anything like that. Most important tools in adventure games. I have to say I've been really enjoying exploring modern adventure gaming lately. We've been doing a lot of these late night streams with different games, like the Edna and Harvey, and God, I just picked up that Daedalic bundle that's going,
This must be
Humble
Crab
bundle that's
Central.
going for like $16. Although I think it might be gone now. But there's a ton of interesting games in there that I can't wait to play. I don't have the rib cage yet. Yeah, well, currently we're playing Edna and Harvey's New Eyes, which we just realized is a sequel, and we hadn't played the first one, which part of the bundle was the first Edna and Harvey game too. Wonderfully funny and creepy so far, so lots of neat. I do believe, yeah, Chains of Satnav is one of the ones that I got in the bundle. Very cool. Oh, I don't have the weird head yet, man. Shit. Okay. Back to exploring. Can't even fill up my little cup with lava. This is an uninspiring room or what? Shit. It's got a cool little swirl thing. No. It's very cool that Larry Ahern has jumped in online too. And God, is that audition booklet that's been circulating since yesterday. That's just amazing. That's really cool to have something like that come out after all these years. I love that Dominic Armato's like, hey, I remember that. I've heard lots of great things about Wad Jedi and Dave Gilbert's games there. That's cool that he's done so much it's made so many games himself. That's really cool. I'm fleshing out an idea for a game that I'm starting to write down at least some thoughts for, that I do believe I'm going to be calling Rusty and the Keytar of the Gods or something like that, and yeah, it's going to be fun. My wife drew a picture of an original character and said here, because I was having trouble drawing shit, and she's an artist, so that's helpful, right? And so when the Pirates of the Caribbean films first came out, fun fact, I was ignorant. I refused to watch them because I thought they were a ripoff. and then I just learned to try to enjoy them as what I thought was a copy of, or at least something, and then I realized years later that I was ignorant and dumb. But as soon as I actually stopped and watched one, I'm like, oh, this is great, and I could just like pretend this is Monkey Island or see it in the same way, enjoy it the same way that I enjoy Monkey Island, right? And yeah, totally, totally. What Dominic posted that headshot recently, or somebody else did, and said, "What do you see when you see this?" And I'm like, and I called him Orlando Bloom. I hope that made him smile. He didn't reply though. I haven't gotten a lot of modern interaction with Dom, but I also like I know he's doing his food review stuff more primarily. All right, so I am clearly. Well, I could. Let's go to the machine room. I'm gonna beat you there because, but I don't have the fucking lava. But is the little head thing here? No, it's not. Where the hell do I get the little head thing that I need to pour the lava with? It's like a wolf's head or something like that. Aha. Aha. Nice. You can exactly. You can look at Barbossa and like in his ghostly form and see the ghost pirate LeChuck. But is it the okay? Yeah, yeah. That's. I think the first few they get away with it. Like, is there somewhere in the Pirates of the Caribbean ride where they go to a voodoo lady's hut very in a similar fashion? God, I gotta rewatch that one. I think if any of it is a nod to Monkey Island as a franchise, I think it is something they should admit to. But I think they've done a pretty solid case of debunking the theory. Sadly enough, but yeah, I've never been to Disney World or anything like that, so I cannot say I've been to the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. I fear no Nazis. Ha.
Halt! We don't like people who get in our way, especially not the likes of you, Head Johns.
Yeah.
We'll see about that.
And I mean, I got my hopes up for in Stranger Tides, because that's what Ron based a lot of Monkey Island on in the first place, the Tim Powers book. But I just couldn't watch that movie and put the same parallels together, even in my head. Like, and it's a stretch to make the parallels with the first Pirates of the Caribbean. Yeah, so it is. It's not even that makes sense because they'd had to shoehorn a bunch of franchise characters into the story. I really need to read on Stranger Tides. I definitely do. That's an area where I have lagged, unfortunately. So the mermaids part even wasn't in it. Okay. Put 'em up.
Put 'em up.
We're gonna beat up this Nazi. Oh, health. Yeah, I have absolutely no reason to not fight this. Yeah, he's got an alright guard, but whatever.
He doesn't have anything worth taking.
Yes, the Tim Powers on Stranger Tides, actually, which Ron Gilbert does claim as a heavy inspiration for Monkey Island, although clearly there's differences there. The similarities trying to be voodoo pirates, etc. Again, I need to read the book, so ATM Machine could probably tell you more of where the parallels between that and our favorite stories come from. But walk to hallway. Yeah, I really do need to read the book. Really, really should. I think I even have it somewhere. I think I ordered it and just I think I had it delivered and then found out I was gonna ask for the kid, and my brain went so something along those lines. It was the same sort of thing. I backed the Double Fine Adventure Kickstarter, and went through the initial experience of all that, and then all of a sudden I had a kid on the way, and my life completely changed, and everything, and my attention was spread away from this sort of stuff for so long, and and that the time since then. Broken Age came out. It had been out for a long time by the time I actually had a chance to sit down and play the game, which was just in this last year. So, which I was so happy with that game. I don't know. I'm very happy to have been involved in even the minor way of having being a Kickstarter backer sort of thing, right? We have to find this silly damn wolf's head. Guess I really haven't done anything in this area yet. Well, let's go fight this Nazi too, because apparently he just wants to hang out here.
Halt! We don't like people who get in our way, especially not the likes of you, Head Jones.
Another Nazi stooge.
Kick his ass.
Let's get this over with.
My thought exactly.
Wow. Okay, so I have to reload quite a while back at this point. That sucked. And I have not been saving very often, unfortunately. Now is... Oh, fuck, no. And one of the times that if I was using Scumvium, there would have been a chance I might have had an autosave. But Indy discovered Atlantis, but the Nazis won the race to unearth its secrets. I think my most recent was Y. How far back is Y? I mean, it doesn't matter. It's still pretty much entry area Atlantis. Just means I have to do a loop again. Oh my god. Don't do that. Alright. And, gotta remember the Sierra motto. Save early, save often. Because that's an excellent game mechanic. Whoa. Although I am hitting a point, I'm also a filthy smoker, and I might be stepping out for a cigarette here for about 5-10 minutes here fairly quickly. But yeah, no worries, no worries. I died. I picked a fight with one too many Nazis, and sucked at it apparently. And then now I have had to reload a little while back. Well, at the point where I saved at the Y, so everything's all question marks again. But you know, I'm positive and keep moving forward. I will say I was there from pretty much, like, I think my first one that I really spent any time trying to play, because I was still really young and I didn't make it very far, and I said as much of my Zack McCracken playthrough, but Zack McCracken was probably my first point and click, although, I mean, well, that's fair. That's fair. Like, it's the same sort of thing with my wife, actually. She's never really been into these games. It's not that she wasn't, like, she didn't like them. She just never played them, right? She played other things. But she's been, you know, we've been enjoying playing these together during our evening streams and whatnot. I'm just going to look around a little bit further in here. There was something about Zack McCracken that just appealed to me heavily back then, and I just kept bugging my parents over and over again to play it because I was still fairly young, and like, I just wanted to watch them play the game, and they got so annoyed with me. I just kept on bugging them to play this game that they're like, "Fine, here, you play it. This is how you start it." You know, this is how you can play it. Now you can play it whenever you want, as long as we're not using the computer and you ask to use it first. You know? And I proceeded to never make it anywhere really in the game, but I sure did play it a lot. And then eventually we got a bundle, and I think it was a 2-pack of Loom and Monkey Island that were actually bundled together in the same seal and sold that way. Whether that was a resealing that my local computer store did or whatever, I'm not sure. But I remember I got at least Loom in a double pack. I know we also had my Night Shift because I used to play with the code wheel for that all the time. But Loom was the first one that I beat, like, by myself without any real help. And then Monkey Island was the first one that me and my brother beat together. Although technically I finished it before him, but I can't claim to have beat it before him when he showed me how to get that far. So, hey. And we had a copy of this game, a floppy version of it, which my brother proceeded to lose one of the discs for almost immediately. So we never got the chance to play it. We got the chance to look at its really cool box and read its hint book and do all this other stuff with, but we didn't get to play it. And then finally, eventually, I picked up a disc for it years and years later. Crab room. Now, I was saying...
You must be Indiana Jones. Looks like your adventure is over.
Another Nazi stooge.
Perhaps I didn't save again, so...
Put him up.
Die, Nazi scum.
Looks like he's got some rations.
Because you gotta at least knock out one of them to get the rations that you use to trap them crabs with. But no, totally. It's and it was different back then, because like that first playthrough of Monkey Island, that was well, I mean, I was really young then too, so okay, cool. IQ points on everything. IQ points. Wow, I failed to get some points. Do I still have the sandwich? I do still have the sandwich, don't I? Yeah, sweet. Just in case it was missed in the chat there. I popped on and I was just wondering, because after we're done this, it is going to be time for Day of the Tentacle, of course. And I was just wondering which version we should play. I'm heavily leaning towards the remaster, just because they Double Fine did a beautiful job. But I'm open to suggestions or requests if there's like a different version that would be more interesting or whatever. I don't know if I do the remaster. There's a lot of commentary there that would be fun to talk about. So, if you're still with us, thank you for your patience. I have a filthy habit. I'm aware. Ha! I'm not sure that there is. The only real differences in versions that I can think of is between the floppy version and the talkie version, and the real difference is copy protection and a lack of voice. Okay, so this is use. I don't think I should use my last bead of orichalcum yet, though. Whatever. I'm gonna be making more. Let's save. And we will put it on 8 and call it last bead. Just in case. I apparently dropped the T. Yeah, so I think I'll pick up the PC version of the remaster then, and that will be the one that we play. And then at least we can throw on the commentary from time to time and talk about cool things that pop up and whatnot. I think that'd actually be a lot of fun to speak on the commentary tracks as well. Oh, I don't want to fight you, dude.
Now we've got you.
I'm glad I just saved.
Another Nazi stooge. Put him up.
Yeah, I could run. Of course, this time I just tuned the guy.
He doesn't have anything worth taking. Was there a bunch of censorship in the Monkey Island 1 special edition?
I don't think they altered it that heavily. But then again, I didn't originally notice the censorship in Monkey Island 2, so it could... No, okay, alright. Seems strange. It's largely the same team, too. Yeah. I gotta say, the design for Guybrush leaves a little to be desired there, and the original poster that they circulated did not... Hey, finally we found the statue head. Did not capture the essence of Guybrush at all. He was too cool. He looked like Johnny Bravo or something. You know, he was missing, and I love that in later releases of that cover art, they updated it with the feedback, and they gave Guybrush back his look of bewildered wonder. I get it though. They had to try to run that with a shoestring budget. They convinced a company that had given up on this particular franchise to you know, throw a couple bucks towards it and do an update. It I have to say, the fact that it's been over, it's the longest we've ever gone without a Monkey Island. We need something. And the guys who did the new Leisure Suit Larry games made a little mock-up of... Yeah, totally. They made a mock-up of a human LeChuck in a modern take on Melee Island, and used it as like, hey, and of course it was their April Fool's joke. I'm not gonna say family friendly. There's actual nudity throughout all the game, and fairly detailed. Like, in the first one, Larry literally gets a unicorn horn. The what they're talking about it being all like, oh, there's no nudity or sex, they're completely full of shit. There's totally that stuff in those games. And I don't understand why from their Steam forum they even go out there and say, we're not going to do it. Like, you walk into the hotel in Wet Dreams Dry Twice, and on the wall is a picture of a naked woman. Right? There's lots of the imagery there still. Yeah, I guess in the because how they handled the cutscenes where, you know, Larry would be successful or not, they were Instacraps. It's a parody of Instagram, and I guess some of the nudity that featured is more akin to, say, slips than anything.
I have to leave Kaylee painting and go with Mason and get the boys.
Okay.
So, yeah. I love you.
I love you, hon.
Okay.
Love you too. I think it's being heavily implied that I should probably stop the...
I'd rather not lug an entire
stream.
skeleton around.
No, I just want the rib cage, man.
Now, this might be useful.
Yeah, I gotta use it to trap them. I think I am going to have to crush the stream for here. The wife is heading off to pick up the boys, and we have the shop apprentice over helping paint the shop. So I should probably go help with that too. All right, guys. Thank you very much for hanging out today and for putting up with my taking off for about 10 minutes ago. We were right at the end of this, so there's a good chance on our next stream we might just jump into Day of the Tentacle, if like partway through, if we end up beating this in like no time in the next one, or we can go through and look at some demos on this disc or some other oddities, launch, what we had done with the Monkey Island streams. Maybe there's some benefit to looking at some of the different versions. We'll see how that goes on Tuesday's stream. Thank you very much for joining again. Thank you, Scorpio. Thank you, ATM Machine. And thank you for anybody who might be watching in the future. You guys have an awesome day. And let's go in part 2. In party 2. There we go. Completely set. All right. Well, all right, guys. Thanks again. Take care, and we will catch you on the next one. Also, I've just been randomly streaming a hell of a lot more. There'll always be the Tuesdays and Thursdays for planned streams, but lately I've been like, hey, I want to play a game. Hey, we might as well stream it. So who knows? Be sure to follow if you're ever interested in just joining one of my random lives. Take care, guys. Have a great day, and we will catch you next time.